Lisa, are you distraught or are you thrilled to be out of there?
I am actually quite happy. Not that I wasn't having a great time, but it's lovely to be out now and I've got a complete belly full of food. It was a wonderful experience, though.
How was it in there, Lisa? And can I just ask, woman to woman, what are you allowed to take into the jungle, which means you all look so fabulous? I mean, I know you're naturally fabulous looking, but is there a sneaky bit of mascara going in?
No mascara. No mascara. Some of the girls had the lashes on. I had LVL, which basically curls and tints them before you went in. But you get like a generic body lotion when you're in there, and a sunscreen, mosquito repellent, and you can't take anything else in with you.
Are you allowed to shave your legs
you
or
just
not?
kind of. Sorry?
Are you allowed to shave your legs?
Yes, yes, yes. You can shave. You get a shaving stick and a razor. So you get the basics, and you get a toothpaste and some really nice tea tree toothpaste as well. So toothbrush and toothpaste, and yeah.
So
you've got
remains
deodorant, and there's some
hygienic.
basics in there.
OK, OK, but it is very, very basic.
Hygienic. Yes, exactly.
Now, tell us about camp relations, because we've seen, you know, Martin Roberts seems to have been quite a, well, controversial figure in the camp. He's the one everyone's talking about this year. How would you describe him?
Martin has got Martinisms, and he can come across as quite abrupt, but there's sort of like a childlike innocence to him where he just wants to get involved and he just wants to put his opinion forward or his suggestions, and sometimes it just comes at the wrong time. And when I say abrupt, I mean when you say something, he goes, what? 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 That? And he's got this sort of quite abrupt way of reacting. It's quite funny, but they're Martinisms. But he spiced things up a bit, so it's good.
Lisa, it's Richard here. Well done, my love, for your 16 days in the jungle. Who do you think's next to go? Because we're reading in the paper today that Larry is a bit bored with it and wants to bolt, as does Carol.
Larry won't leave. None of them will leave, but I think they're ready to go. But Larry's amazing. Larry and I just got on so well. Our relationship was just one of the strongest, I think, for me in there. We cooked together, we chatted together. He's just such an amazing man, and he taught us all so much. So I'd really like him to stay in for the long haul. Carol's ready to leave as well, but I don't know who's going to be out tomorrow. I have no idea.
Who's going to win it, Lisa?
What's that?
Who's going to win it?
Who do I want to win? I don't know. I really don't know. I'd like Wayne to win or Larry to win, because those guys really mucked in and really kind of made the camp what it was with the fire and the water, and, you know, weren't afraid to get their hands dirty. And I think that that's kind of really crucial for the whole jungle life and the vibe of the jungle, and also for water, which we all need, because the food, even though everybody thinks like we're eating a lot, we really weren't. The portions are so diddy once you cook it down for 12 people. So I think Wayne's really come out of it well. He was washing people's clothes, he was getting the firewood and doing the water, and also cooking, and also Larry as well. But I don't know. I think Adam's pretty favourite and Scarlett's pretty favourite, so, and obviously Martin as well. So your guess is as good as mine.
Well, that's narrowed it down to about a dozen, yeah. Thanks, thanks, Lisa.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence.
Really?
It's too soon.
Really?
It's
No
too
kidding.
soon.
No kidding, yeah. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, basically any of them could win it.
Let's find
someone will buy
out who
it.
was voted out of I'm a Celebrity last night. It was Ola Jordan. Looking magnificent, by the way, Ola. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Oh, are you sad to be out, or actually secretly quite pleased to be able to go for a swim in the pool?
Do you know what? I would love to stay much longer. Of course I would, you know, but I'm happy to be by the pool now, enjoying my cocktails.
Hello, it's Richard here. Everyone seems to be getting on so well. Is that the truth of it? We want to stir it up a bit.
It is, unfortunately, it is true. We are actually quite nice. You know, it was a nice bunch of people. I was very lucky to be in the jungle with a lovely bunch of nice people, yeah.
What was the nastiest thing that happened to you, Ola? When you look back in flashback in nightmares, what will be the thing that is at the front of your mind?
Probably being in the tomb with cockroaches and spiders and creepy crawlies everywhere. That was probably the worst thing I did. Yeah, it was horrible.
Not the things you had to eat or drink?
Yeah, that was pretty bad as well. I think everything was bad. Everything was pretty bad, you know?
Ola,
But it was a fab experience, I've got to say.
Ola, if it's all so horrendous and disgusting, as it obviously is, why would anyone want to go and do it? I don't understand.
Because it's experience. You know, when else you're going to be able to have 5 snakes on your face? You know, it's brilliant.
Don't answer that.
Why would you
Try
want
working
5
on this show.
snakes on your
Plenty of
face?
snakes will be crawling over your hair, I can tell you. I mean, here's my point, Ola. Why would anybody want to have 5 snakes crawling across their face?
Because honestly, it's amazing. It's being able to be so close with animals and different things. It's great, honestly. I loved it.
Go and make a David Attenborough documentary.
What did James think of it, Ola? Because obviously he's quite a character. He speaks as he finds. Was he proud of you?
He's been tweeting his way through it.
Yes, he's proud of me. I think he won't be able to do it. He said to me that he would definitely not be able to do it. He's really scared of everything. I catch all the spiders at home, so... He's a big baby.
Really? James Jordan doesn't have the courage to catch a spider? That's quite a revelation.
Yes, that is true. Yes.
Oh, Ola, well, congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
Who do you think's going to win it?
Thank you very much. I think Adam. Adam's gonna win. Adam or Scarlett?
Would you be disappointed if Martin won it?
No. Martin is lovely. He's a lovely man, you know? He's just misunderstood.
Well, not really. He's a weirdo who keeps crying. Anyway, Ola, thank you very much indeed.
No, he's a lovely man. He's a lovely man.
Yeah.
Oh!
And Jordan joins us live from the Versace Hotel in Australia. Now, you're looking very well, young man. Have you conquered your fear of snakes, do you think?
I have definitely not conquered my fear of snakes, to be honest with you.
You seemed to yesterday, though, they were all over the place. How did you manage?
Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what it was? It was like, it was a bit of a shock because I didn't know they was going to be in there. I swam down, I was looking for the stars, I was doing all this stuff. I swam back up and they just appeared. And it was sort of a case of you either crack on and get on with it or you just crumble. So I sort of just had to get on with it.
That's a brilliant attitude. Yeah, crack on or crumble. Much better to crack on. Tell us
Exactly.
about... You've
Much
learned
better.
how to do chores, haven't you, in the jungle, Jordan? Because you went in not knowing how to cook or clean or tidy up after yourself. I'm not sure who was doing all of that for you before the jungle, but do you feel like a domesticated god now?
I feel like a domesticated man now. I'm a very lucky guy. I've got a very beautiful girlfriend who helps me out. I've got my mum who helps me out. I live across the road from her. We literally live on the same street. So, you know, I was wrapped in cotton wool. I had a lot of people looking after me. So going into the jungle was a bit of a shock to the system. So I have Lisa and Larry to thank for teaching me how to cook. And I had a bunch of other people teach me how to wash up, hand wash my clothes in a river. It was a very different experience.
Now, Jordan, last time I saw you was on Britain's Got Talent when you were in diversity. So I've got to ask you, what was tougher?
Yeah.
Britain's Got Talent or I'm a Celebrity?
Do you know what? I'm going to have to say I'm a celebrity. Britain's Got Talent. I had my brother, I had all the boys there. I was actually allowed to eat normal food and have my phone. In the jungle, you know, you've got rice, beans, and a ton of snakes. It's a bit different to Britain's Got Talent, but yeah, I've got to say it's a bit tougher as well.
Well, there's a few snakes on Britain's Got Talent. That's just the judging panel.
Crashes with me on. What's Martin really like? We're getting mixed signals over here. Some may even, or some suggest he might even steal the crown.
Do you know what? Martin's a really, really cool dude. I think he's the sort of guy you need to take literally a little bit of time to get to know him. But as soon as you understand him as a person, he's awesome. And you have nothing but time when you're in the jungle. Do you know what I mean? You're either doing trials or you're talking to people in camp, and that's about it. So, yeah, Martin's a legend.
Now, we're tipping Carol to win at this stage. She's a friend of the programme. She's a personal friend of ours as well. Do you think she's in a good position, or there is someone else, do you think, who's going to win?
It's obvious.
Do you know what? Since I've been in the jungle, every person who's gone has been a massive shock. I literally couldn't call it. Carol is the loveliest lady I have ever met. Genuinely, she's so lovely. So it could be Carol. Who knows? But I would like to see Wayne win. I think Wayne's such a cool dude. I'd love to see Wayne win the show.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well, Jordan, it's good to see you, mate. You've escaped. Congratulations. No more tarantulas and kangaroo testicles for you, sadly. But well done. Enjoy your day by the pool.
I will do, mate. See you guys soon.
Scarlett Moffat, hot favourite to be Queen of the Jungle this year. And we're joined by her parents, Mark and Betty Moffat, live from the Versace Hotel on the Gold Coast. Very good morning to you. Well, absolutely lovely to see your daughter doing so well, I'm sure. But then it must have been kind of mixed emotions when you saw her in tears, having read your letter.
Oh, well, it was, but there were tears of joy. She wasn't upset. We know she just needed that little boost, I think, but she's fine. She's fine.
You can see she's happy. Apart from that little moment, she's happy.
She's an incredibly feisty, up for it young thing, isn't she, Mark? How did you feel when she said, "Oh, I've been asked if I want to go into the jungle"? What did you think about your daughter being in there and having to eat all the things that we've been talking about and going through the trials and tribulations?
We found it amazing that she was asked. I knew she could do the eating stuff. It was the other trials I was a bit worried for her, but I'm just so impressed with her. She's doing amazing.
When
Absolutely
you signed
amazing.
up to do Gogglebox, when you all signed up to sit there on the sofa watching other people on television, did it ever cross your mind that there would be a time when you guys would be the television stars?
Never.
Never, ever, in a
Never.
million years, never.
We only really done it because we watched the programme anyway. We enjoyed the programme, so it was just an amazing opportunity.
And she is such a star, isn't she? I mean, do you know one thing that people keep saying about her whenever they come out is how bright she is. She's really clever.
She's actually quite intelligent.
Yes,
she just
she
doesn't have a lot of common sense. But she's not stupid.
No, she's as sharp as a woman, isn't she?
Who did she take that from then, Mark?
She gets intelligence from me and a lack of common sense from her dad. Definitely.
Oh, I love it.
Proves it all.
Was your lowest moment when, you know, she's been involved in the show, the time when she lost the part of the trial, which meant that she would have actually had the phone call home?
It wasn't nice to see, but it was really gallant of Jordan to actually ask for it. So she still got a little bit of reassurance, even though we haven't been able to speak to her. So I think that really, that pleased us. She was happy enough with that, I think.
Yeah, she got a message across, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, it undoubtedly gets the message across. And every morning you go to the camp, of course, I'd assume, waiting to see whether Scarlett's going to be voted out. So all the friends and family all get there and wait. What's that like, waiting for Ant and Dec to announce who's going to be coming out?
It's all the families get on. Honestly, we're having a whale of a time with everybody. Made some amazing friends, and it's really good at the camp. And those last 5 minutes or so tense when you sort of see Ant and Dec walking into the camp. You're a bit like, ooh.
It goes all so quiet, doesn't it?
Oh, and if you we've got a couple of seconds for you now to send a message to Scarlett, giving her a last boost of good luck. What would you like to say to her?
I'd just like to say to just keep doing what you're doing. You're amazing, and it doesn't matter where you come, you're our queen. She's done absolutely fantastic. I can't explain how proud we are of her.
Yeah, just be yourself.
That's
it
all
works.
she's doing.
It is. She is certainly being herself and thoroughly entertaining with it. Mark and Betty, thank you for joining us. You can carry on enjoying the lap of
you.
luxury. Have you ever stayed in a hotel like the Versace
We'll
before?
try. No. I don't think we will be again. So we've got to make the most of it.
Yeah,
So the longer she stays in, the longer you get to enjoy the Versace as well. That's the other thing too. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Keep her in there.
Keep it in there, yes. Remember to vote.
Oh, Larry.
There he is. Hello, sir.
Good morning.
How you doing there?
You all right? We're a little devo, Larry, that you've actually been kicked out the jungle, mate. What happened?
Well, there you go. It's marvellous over here, inside or out the jungle. You don't have to worry about it. The food's a little better here, but the company's worse.
Is that your Geordie accent again, Larry, you're trying?
Why, yay! I'm trying them all.
So, look, we were absolutely shocked to find that you went out. We all thought you were going to win, Larry.
So did I. No. I realised about 5 days ago that my days were numbered, and every day Wayne and I, as we were sitting down around the campfire, we would say, you know, well, it's me today, and I'd say, no, it's not you today, it's me today. And we said that this morning, and I was right and he was wrong, so there you go. It's funny, once people start going, you realise, you know, your time is running out. Sooner or later, you're going to get the magic heave-ho, and today it came, and there's a little shock to it. But the minute you hit that bridge and you start running across, you think, oh my God, I'm out of there. So, and I didn't have to say, get me out of here. I'm gone. I'm so thrilled now.
You'll be sorely missed in the jungle, Larry. I mean, I'd imagine that you'd had all sorts of ideas of how tricky it was going to be or what the tough parts were going to be. Was it as hard as you thought it was, or was it a bit easier? Because I know the one thing this year, which I think has been different to a lot of years, is you've had a lot of food compared to previous years.
Yeah, well, that's what you see. The thing is that the way it was explained to me, that the reason we've had a lot of food is because a lot of people were pulling together instead of pulling against each other, because everybody there, well, they were all in it to help each other, and so we very rarely went without food. I mean, to me, it was always going to be about the people. It was always going to be, who am I in there with? It's like going on an acting job. You can be going on the best acting job in the world, but you never know who you're going to be working with. Well, it won't be the best job in the world unless you're with the right people.
Well, you made great pals in there. The lads particularly bonded this year, didn't they, Larry? A few tears when Jordan bowed out from your good self.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it was a... You know, once you've been a father to a teenage boy, then a boy in his 20s, a boy in his 30s, you know, you're kind of connected to them. You're a dad. You're the subject of all their mockery and their Mickey taking, and then, you know, you can jump on top of them and tickle them, and they become boys again. So it was lovely. It was just lovely, the whole thing. There was
an element of friction as well, though, and often in I'm a Celeb in the past, it's the friction that creates all sorts of stories back here. Element of friction between you and Martin. What was the story there?
Well, look, you know, it wasn't. I mean, all the friction, as it were, that's listed between Martin and I was all on the camera there. I mean, you know, he sort of said to me, have I upset you? And I said, well, it's not, you haven't upset me. The point is, I just, you know, the way that you were going about things was just, like, not quite the way we've been doing it here. And then, you know, I said to him, look, you know, when we came back from doing that little test the other afternoon with the fisherman, you just sort of wandered in and took everything over and left me sitting there like a lemon. And so, you know, he said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. So there was nothing unsettled.
No.
And, you know, it's like, I'm sure Martin and I would have a wonderful working relationship with each other. I'm sure neither of us would choose to go home and live with each other.
Well,
now that feels...
So, look, now that you're gone, a lot of people will be wondering who's going to take the crown. Who would you tip to be the king or queen of the jungle?
Not who you want to win, because I know that you wouldn't tell the boys, but who do you think might win?
No, I really, it's so wide open now. It's so wide open. I'm just astonished to see, and I can't wait to see what's gone on now I've gone, just to see what way it's going to go. This now is not the point in time for me to make a judgment like that, because the thing is open. It's open wide now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And I take it you're enjoying the lap of luxury there, because that is some special hotel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. You know, I've phoned Claire and the girls. I've phoned George. Marie's here. It's as I say. Once I hit that bridge and started walking to the other side, I thought, okay, I'm going back to life now. But with this extraordinary experience under my belt, these amazing people that I've lived with in a truly magical place, I have to say. Sleeping under the stars at a temperature where you always feel comfortable. I mean, you couldn't want for more. And I love cooking on a fire. I love chopping wood.
Sold it to us, mate. I'm going to do
Everything
it.
that I like doing.
Can we do it next year?
I have to say, Larry, you've made it sound really romantic. You're forgetting all the bits where you have to eat the various parts of animals and nearly get drowned by snakes and water and stuff.
Right, well, yeah, but, you know, there's always a price you have to pay, you know. And now and again you get lucky and you get a possum to eat.
Well, look, we've loved watching you, Larry. Thank you very much for joining us.
If anybody ever asks you if you want to eat a possum, just run a mile.
Very wise words, I'm sure. Enjoy the rest of the time at the hotel and the rest of I'm a Celeb. We'll look forward to seeing who's going to win on Sunday. Thank you for joining us.